Hey guys, Marstingen here, bringing you another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video, and so now we are doing the Team BARDOCK EZA's showcase for Physical Lord Shugesh. Shout out to one of the OG Dokkan memes. If you've ever heard anyone refer to Shugesh as Lord Shugesh, this started even before I was a content creator, but I guess it must have happened to a couple of people showing screenshots or something, but it kind of became a meme that if you got a Shugesh card in your multi, it meant that you were going to get good luck. And just like with all these kind of memes, like cracking the code and stuff like that, people obviously started seeing it more because it's like in real life, humans see patterns where you look for them, right? So it's like cracking the code. If 1,000 people crack the code before they summon, only 3 or 4 people might pull the new unit. But then those people post the clip on Twitter and everybody sees it and everyone goes, oh, this thing is like a lucky ritual or whatever. So yeah, Shugesh became a meme, and here he is, the physical Shugesh, full level 10 links. I haven't given him any equips just like the other ones. I know there is the event you can farm to get the free equips, but I mean, for free-to-play players, we've already talked about it, these guys are going to be super useful, but for paying players or people with a high-level box, maybe not so much. But we're going to have a look at Shugesh. He infinitely stacks defense on super, he greatly raises attack for 1 turn, and does supreme damage to the enemy. So obviously additional supers are really, really good for him. And then his passive, attack and defense 150. I'm pretty sure they all get that. Then an additional attack and defense 50% when there is another Team BARDOCK ally attacking in the same turn. So he's one of the ones more so than the other ones who kind of does rely on being on that specific team, or at least having one specific ally with him in order to get his full potential. He performs a crit when the enemy is stunned, and he stuns when the enemy is sealed. He launches an additional attack that has a high chance to become a super if the enemy is in attack down or defense down. So we are jumping into a random infinite Dragon Ball history stage, just like all the other ones. I'm using a double Blue Evolution Vegeta Pure Saiyans team. However, this time, because we've done the showcases for them already, I've brought Farsha and Tora, because obviously they both have the potential to be support units. Neither of them are on the rotation, unfortunately, but the LR Team BARDOCK is here. So, of course, he's giving 60% to Shugesh, as well as activating that extra part of his passive. So, he's starting off with 153k defense. Now, I've said this before, obviously. Units who infinitely stack, I'm not too fussed if they don't start off at a crazy high number, but that obviously does affect their usability in more difficult content. So we're going to see how quickly he can stack up. Now, obviously, because he has that built-in potential to additional, because at least in this first phase, we're doing the Universe 6 Infinite Dragon Ball history, we actually lowered his attack and defense in the first turn. So Shugesh is going to get that part of his passive where he has the potential to do an additional super attack. So 2.8 million on the first super is pretty good. Remember, he greatly raises attack for 1 turn. There we go. So if we do get the additional super, we go up to 3 million. And then look at that. We actually trigger the additional from his hidden potential. So we go up to 3.2 and we take him out. That is a great turn for Shugesh, because not only did we do a lot of damage and, you know, finish off the enemy, but we got 3 super attacks. That's 3 stacks of our defense passive. So be very interesting to see our start of turn defense next turn, because we are still going to have the Team BARDOCK LR, of course, and I think Tora is on the next rotation as well. So Tora obviously providing the 30% support as well as a chance to crit. So we should finish off this guy. Oh yeah, additional super from Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta. It's all over. Type advantage. Blue Evolution Vegeta EZA is an absolute beast. So finish you off, get out of here, and then we got Frost. So Frost cannot be stunned or sealed, but he can be attack or defense lowered. So does Tora lower defense on his super? I literally just did his. He does. So that will give Shugesh the additional super, and he does get an extra link from Tora, shattering the limit that the LR doesn't have. So if we put him in the middle, we have every link except for Tough as Nails. His defense is now 328k. Now, bear in mind, he is getting an extra 30% from Tora, but his defense has over doubled since the previous turn. So that is very, very good. Like, Tora's not giving 100% support, And this man's defense is double what it was on the last turn. So, very, very good. We'll go ahead and do this. We'll get Shugesh to attack second, because now Tora is going to lower Frost's defense. And then that's going to give Shugesh that part of his passive to activate, where we have the chance to do an additional super attack. So probably can't beat that first turn with the triple super. And he's at 3.1, because remember, the greatly raising attack is only for one turn, so that does reset. But look at that, we get the additional super. So can we get the hidden potential as well? Oh, look at this. Lord Shugesh, the meme lives. He's just going off. So triple super again. So, like, this is exactly what you want. I mean, we're getting good RNG, so I can't say, like, oh, he's amazing. But when you get good RNG, this is exactly what you want from a unit that stacks defense on super attack. He's only been on rotation twice, and he's triple supered both times. And wow, we get both Vegetas transform in this turn as well. That's pretty crazy. Last time, it took a few turns to get one of them to transform, and then the other one took ages, so... I guess we'll just go ahead and do this for the turn and take him out here. Of course, he survived with the tiniest sliver of health, but we can go ahead and finish him off here with the... we'll use my one in slot 1. And then, of course, we're not taking damage, and Vegeta can just take him out here. So, Shugesh, very impressive so far. We aren't going to have the LR Team Bardock now. Now, remember, of course, LR Team Bardock, pretty unrunnable in any difficult content. So this is actually a more realistic rotation and kind of what we could expect to see on like Super Battle Road or something like that. I think I might actually keep Tora on rotation. Does he have more defense than Farsha? Yeah, quite a bit. Because remember, he's raising his attack and defense as well. Shugesh is at 400, over 400k defense. And at this point, he's only getting the 30% support from Tora. Because remember, Farsha doesn't give support until she gets a dodge. So if we put her in slot 1, she dodges. That then puts Shugesh up to like, what? Over... Well, no, he's not going to be over 500. Well, actually, it'd be pretty close. Because we've already got support on the rotation. But it means that by the time Shugesh then super attacks, we actually are going to be over 500k. However... Farsha only lowers attack with her super, if I'm correct. Let me double check. Oh no, she does lower defense as well. Ooh. Yeah, and our boy can be defense lowered. Okay, well, I guess we leave her in slot 1 then. I was going to say, if she could only lower attack, Kabe can't be attack lowered, so I would have put Tora in slot 1, because obviously we want to give Shugesh that possibility to get the additional super. So all we need is for Farsha to dodge one attack. So of course she doesn't dodge the super. Dodge at least one. There we go. So now Shugesh getting that extra 30% support. So now, like I say, when he super attacks, he's going to be over 500k defense. And 3.5 million attack. Again, remembering that that attack stacking on his super attack effect. Super attack effect resets every turn. So this time, the passive gave us a normal attack. It is only a 50% chance to be a super. But then we got the hidden potential additional again. So this man is just super attacking left, right, and center. So, I mean, what a perfect time to do it, obviously. You know, when we're doing literally the showcase to show this man off. He is absolutely showing out in this run. So you love to see it. We'll get in Evolution Blue Vegeta to finish off Kabe here. Only got the 12 key super, and Team Bardock, they are giving 30% support. Because remember, they do support all super class allies, and then they give the extra big buff to Team Bardock allies as well. So get you out of here, and then we have Kale. Now Kale cannot be can she be? Oh no, she can't have any status effects, which is unfortunate. So what is our boy looking like here? This is now no support because Farsha hasn't dodged, and Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta is in slot 3. 450k defense. So, like, unironically, for long-form events, Shugesh is actually really good. I'm actually genuinely impressed. When I was talking about the details for these units the other day, he seemed like the one that was kind of the most boring, and obviously the fact you do have to run him with a Team Bardock ally to get his full potential. But those units are his best link partners, so with their EZAs, some of them are obviously very, very good now. I mean, Farsha, her stats are never going to be as high, but the dodge chance is obviously super good. We got the dodge at least once. Dodge the super as well. Come on. There we go. So the support has been activated. 3.1. So again, not the highest we've seen, but his attack stat is always going to be kind of around the same amount. And then unfortunately, because of the passive not being active, because we can't apply any status effects to Kale, we did not get the additional attack from his passive, and then we did not get the additional from his hidden potential. Because remember, units that get additionals built in, the more times you attack, the more likely you are to trigger hidden potential. That's why units like AGL Trunks can attack 5 times. Because just from his passive, if you get like the best RNG turn, he can attack 4 times. And then each one of those attacks has the chance to trigger the additional. So, very, very good. Now, obviously, this does mean that Shugesh is going to be less effective in events where you can't apply status effects to the enemy. I'm just going to skip this so it plays out quicker. So that is something obviously to bear in mind, but in a lot of these events in the early turns you actually can apply status effects. And remember, even in the red zone there are stages, I think it might be only the first one for Broly, but there's 1 or 2, or I don't think all of them, but 1 or 2 for Omega, where you actually can stun as well. So that's another little bonus that he kind of has in his back pocket. Obviously makes him very good for Super Battle Road, because in Super Battle Road you can apply all the status effects. So, as I've said in each one of these parts, we will be jumping into a Super Battle Road stage with all of these guys to see how well we can do. So, now, where's his defense going to be? Is he going to be over 600k already? Because remember, Team Bardock's giving 60%. 590. Close. So, after he supers, he's over 600k. But remember, if Farsha dodges, she's giving 30% support. Actually, I believe the way her support works, I might be wrong, but because it activates mid-turn, I believe, is it 30% off of what we're seeing on the screen? Because it is activating mid-turn. Because if that is actually true, then he's getting like over 100k defense from her support. Which means after he supers, he's going to be at like 750k defense, which is actually ludicrous. So let's go ahead and do this. Grab this. Unfortunately though, again, we are at a point now no additional status effects can be applied, so it's very likely, unless we get very lucky obviously, that Shugesh is only going to super attack once. Dodge. Hey, there you go. That's our goal. Make sure you dodge the super attacks. That's the important thing. So we get the dodge. Not only do we not take the damage, but we get the support. That's why it's almost more important to get the support. But Farsha coming in clutch. Yeah, you can take normals for double digits. That's fine. And then Shugesh, 3.81. Is that the highest that we've seen from him? I guess technically this is the best turn we can have on this build. And then be interesting to see what his defense is next turn. Because next turn we'll have Tora again instead of the LR Team Bardock. But wow, I'm actually genuinely impressed with how good Shugesh is. I really wasn't expecting that much out of him in this video. Obviously, I'm doing videos on all of the members of Team Bardock with their EZA, but I really thought that he was going to be one of the less interesting ones. I mean, realistically, Tora is probably the least interesting because he's a good support unit. He's a good unit, but that's all he does. That's his role, right? He's a support unit. But Shugesh is really showing out with some good numbers here. I'm definitely appreciating this. So all we have to do now is wait for Bardock, and then we'll be able to do the full Bardock team versus Super Battle Road. The more I see these guys in action and what they can do, the more I'm pretty much decided I'm just going to do the Pure Saiyans Extreme Super Battle Road. Because remember, that stage can still be very difficult. There are units out now and team builds, obviously, that make it a lot easier. But it's still very difficult for a lot of teams. So we'll probably still use a Blue Evolution Vegeta lead, because it's unlikely I'll be able to find AGL Bardock leads. And with the way he's aged, Vegeta's probably better anyway. So the double leaders, they're not going to be helping out the rest of the team very much. But obviously when it comes to Pure Saiyans ESBR, funnily enough, I will not be bringing the LR Team Bardock, because they will just get absolutely shredded apart. So what are we looking at here? Again, we're back to being just under 600k, but this is with 30% less support at the start of the turn. Because Tora gives 30 and Team Bardock gives 60. So we almost have as much defense as we had last turn, but with 30% less support. So, yeah, Shugesh is just an absolute mad lad. I am actually surprisingly impressed with his performance here. Because, like I said, just reading it on paper, especially because, you know, reading the part about all the different status effects and knowing in my mind, like, how many events cancel those out. Like, the early turns, we definitely got very lucky. And because we were able to apply attack down or defense down, we were able to fully maximize his passive. But he has just been looking crazy impressive in this run. His attack stats might not be the highest, but he's been consistently over 3 million. Which is not bad at all when you're rocking like 500k defense not super long into the event. So yeah, overall Shugesh is absolutely fantastic. I am genuinely surprised at how good he is. So let me know your thoughts on Shugesh down below. Have you been around since the time of the Lord Shugesh meme? Maybe you yourself got blessed by Lord Shugesh in one of your multis. Let us know down below in the comment section. So that is going to be it for the video, guys. This has been the Master Ningen. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Check out the links down below for the Discord and the merch store, and I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.